Welcome in, friends. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a great day. This is KendyK all day. So glad to take this moment and be intentional to connect with you. You happened upon this stream for a reason, and I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for hitting that like button. I appreciate you. It lets me know that someone is listening. I see your hearts. Thank you, friends. Thank you for joining me for this quick midday, depending on your time zone, midday walk and talk. Thank you for joining me. Hi there, JC Calamity Jane. Welcome in, friend. Thank you all for joining me. It's a beautiful day in my neighborhood. Have you been outside today? What's the weather like in your part of the world? Drop your comments in the chat. Let me know. What's the weather like in your part of the world? Sunny and bright, cloudy, with a chance of rain, snow, bitter cold. Yeah, I bet you it was cold this morning. So I pulled the trash can to the driveway, and then I said, oh, no, the boy has got to do that. So then he took it down to the street. Y'all, I'm used to being in the house by myself. I forget. 62. Oh my goodness, beautiful weather. Well, we're in the 50s, so I've got my hoodie on and the hood on the hoodie on. But if I keep it moving, it works. As long as I get my steps up, keep a good pace, that'll warm the body up quickly. Thank you all for being locked in. Thank you for tapping in. I appreciate that. Yep, so I'm taking a break. I am on day 2, friends. This is my 50 soft challenge. It continues into 2026. I am on day 2 of my 50 soft challenge doing OMAD, 1 meal a day. So it's an acronym. O, M as in Mary, A as in apple, D as in dog. OMAD, 1 meal a day. So I'm attributing that to intermittent fasting, but you all clarify if need be. And so I am eating my 1 meal a day sometime between 5 and 7. I'm giving myself grace for week 1, and I'll tighten that up hopefully in week 2 and beyond. So I'm trying it out. And yesterday I didn't record and didn't go live, but I didn't go live, I should say. I did record though. And so I'm going to try to record as much as I can remember. I am at one of my favorite little walking spots. And I love, love, love that so many children are out enjoying the park, getting some fresh air. Because, friends, even if in the house, the kids are cooped up, the kids just need sunshine on their face. We all need sunshine on our face daily, 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 daily. Yes. So it has just brought me joy just to see all of these the little people enjoying each other, making friends, having social relationships with other folks who are not adults. Someone who can literally look them in their eye. Other little people like themselves, having fun, sliding down the slides. Y'all, we need to make time for that. Absolutely. Sandra, I am enjoying your channel, Sandra. Thank you. I don't know how in the world we were connected, but friend, I am enjoying learning about your how you show up in the world and your commitment to live life to its fullest. Y'all check out Sandra James Living It. And that's all I'm going to say because I want you to check out the channel. And if you like what you see, you know what to do. Absolutely. So, y'all, I have done 2 circuits, and I don't know. I thought this was all 9/10 of a mile. This is not the right part for 9/10 of a mile. So, typically, I do 3 loops around. I've got to look it up to see. I can't remember. I'm 50 years old, y'all. I can't remember all those little finite details. All I do know, it's a good walk. It's a good walk, and there are some hills, and there are also some steps, so I can do the steps as well because I am focused on my ham hocks. Those are my thighs. Yeah, I'm focused on these ham hocks. If I buy any exercise equipment, I'll have to do a video about that. But if I buy any new exercise equipment in 2026, I think it's going to be an elliptical for a good cardio workout and give me a lot of resistance so I can work on my ham hocks, my thighs. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you for hitting that like button. I appreciate that. Friends, I wanted to make sure that look at the ducks. Are y'all seeing the ducks? God did that. God did that. Hi, capital D. How are you, friend? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, there's just so much here. There's so much here. And then the little people playing on the equipment, sliding, swinging, talking in their little people voices to each other, face to face. It's just so, y'all, it's just beautiful to see. And then someone left these beautiful messages on the sidewalk. So I used that as my thumbnail. I hope I remember to put that thumbnail. If I did, then I'll add it to some more. They had beautiful messages all throughout the sidewalks. Capital D, thank you for the jewel. I appreciate you, friend. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Appreciate your genuine act of kindness. I really appreciate that. So I am sitting on a swing, trying not to swing, and I would dare not walk because I have a gimbal. Okay, there's a story there. Do y'all want to hear it? I do have a gimbal, but the gimbal that I received was opened, not by me. And I said, no, I paid too much money for this. I bought it during the After Friday sales. And thank goodness they gave you 2 months to send it back. So anyway, I had to talk to a rep and tell them why I'm sending it back and all of that and all of that and all of that. So anyway, friends, and I still have not figured out the gimbal. So I'm sending that one back because it was open and I don't want anything that might have had problems with it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm sending that gimbal back. Thank you all for joining me. So this evening, at the Drive at 5, so look for the thumbnail. I have our first episode of Coffee and Conversations. That's my interview segment for 2026. And it is featuring a content creator, another woman of a particular age. Amy loses it. She does great lifestyle content. She does cruise content. She's on a health and wellness journey. So, she's my people through and through. Hey, beautiful. Beautiful. You and your workouts inspire me, friend. So I am on day 2 of my 50 South challenge. I made it up myself. And it's just KendyK just resetting my health and wellness journey and kickstarting my weight loss. So, you know that I have used the resources of so many who have been using prescription GLP-1s for health and wellness and weight loss, or whatever their reasons are, right? So I have enjoyed leaning into the information that they're able to provide. I've been talking to my primary care physician about that as well, and just, trying to get as much information as possible. And I wanted to wait until the new year started because in the event, my insurance doesn't pay for this, and all the insurances that I could have picked up, I could have changed for insurance, but none of them were paying for it. Unless, though, my doctor told me this. So always check and consult with your doctor. My doctor said that if I can do a sleep study, because I am considered obese and I am overweight, that if I could do a sleep study and if I have some sleep issues, that he could prescribe and insurance would pay for Zepbound. So I'm just sharing with you what I learned from my doctor. So I got that taken care of because in the event, whatever the case is, I think I'm going to invest in my health. I know I am. And I'll just take it out of my fund money portion of my budget each month. But hopefully insurance will pay for it. And what I accomplished yesterday, so I'm just a week off. What I accomplished yesterday was they're sending out the at-home sleep study. So I don't know what that entails. The lady walked me through it, but I'm doing an at-home sleep study. And I said, okay, fine with me. I'll do that. Yes, beautiful. Exactly. So if it doesn't, then I am committed to taking it out of my fund money because my health and wellness are worth it. I owe that to myself. But beautiful. Wow, you are looking great and you are a beast in that gym. Whatever you're doing, you're a beast. You're in beast mode. I love that for you. And you got a great spirit too. And the fact that you can handle a live stream while you're actively working out. Like I've already done 2 laps around. And so I stopped to sit on a bench and talk to y'all because I used to record without a gimbal. And it would just be all shaky. And it literally, when I would watch my own footage back, it would make me nauseous. So, and I'm a person who has, at times, but I'm so glad I'm beyond that, struggle with vertigo. So I don't want anybody or make anyone, be nauseous or have vertigo. But I'm like, girl, if you don't stop recording, because you cannot record and walk, you cannot. So y'all check us out. It's our first episode of Coffee and Conversations. It's my interview segment that I do on my channel. And we've got another interview coming up at the end of the month. So check us out. Check from your homepage. You should see my feed as long as you have your notifications set to all. So click that bell to be notified when I go live, when I post to my community post, and when I've posted a new video. Yes. And thank goodness I do have friends and family who work in healthcare, and they say that the studies and the research all show that Zepbound is going to give me the best weight loss. So that's what they tell me. So I'm just believing them. And then when my doctor told me that about the sleep study and stuff, and that could be a route, and he said he's actually never had a patient not be approved. Of course, I think he might have to do the appeal process to get that approved as a medicine for sleep apnea or any of the conditions that are adjacent to sleep apnea. I don't know, y'all. I'm not in medicine. I'm not in healthcare at all, as you can clearly see. So consult with your doctor, talk about it with your provider, and if you don't get the right answers, go find a new provider. Because ain't nobody got time for that. You need someone that's in your corner, unless there's reasons not to be, right? Yeah, I'm worth it. Y'all look at the doves. So thank you all for rocking and riding me. I hear a train in the background. I am so happy for these beautiful days. Look at those ducks in formation. Look at those ducks in formation. Shout out to the women of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Happy Founders Day. Sorors. Founded on January 13th, 1913 at Howard University. Okay, beautiful. Are you using Zepbound? Everybody uses so many different things I can't remember. Yes, those no, those ducks are in formation. Okay? Those ducks are in formation. When you've got a good leader, fall in line and let's do the work. And there is work to be done in this country. If you know what I'm saying. Okay? There is work to be done in this formation. Yeah, those are mallard ducks. Hey, it's Rebounding with Cheryl. Welcome in, friend. Welcome. So we've got Sandra James, Living It. We've got Beautiful I Am Colored, Rebounding with Cheryl. JC Calamity Jane. Capital D with a jewel. Thank you for the jewels. Capital D. Jewel. And even if you're just here for the listen and the watch, thank you for being here too. You're in the right place at the right time. Ooh, that's a long train. Ooh, that's a long train. CSX. Let's see if y'all can see it. So I'm going to finish my third loop around and go back and finish my work day. I work from home. Thank God. Yep, train. Spotted it. That's a CSX is the engine on that. But I do see some Union Pacific Railroad cars hooked to it. Y'all check out Sandra James Living It. She's a new content creator. She's got one heck of a testimony and certainly teaches us to keep going in spite of any adversity. Keep going. Don't give up. Well, thank y'all. I am so happy that okay, I'm trying to keep the phone steady. Okay. I'm so happy that I checked in with y'all. One thing about it, one thing I've learned is if you're thinking about going live, just go live, okay? Because there is always someone somewhere. There are always people, and a lot of them, somewhere who need to hear your voice. So show up. Just go live. Don't think about it. I think that's what's wrong, is that we overthink YouTube as content creators. Just go ahead and go live. I know that. Beautiful. You have a great day. And so day 2 of me trying OMAD. That is O, M as in Mary, A as in Apple, D as in David. OMAD, 1 meal a day, is that this is day 2 of that for me. Doing OMAD in 2026 to jumpstart my 50 Soft Challenge version 2. It's just a continuation of my 50 Soft Challenge. So this content will live in 50 Soft Challenge. Walking for Wellness is the name of another playlist I use. And KendyK Live, probably. 3 different playlists. I always try to cross-reference things so that folks can find it. However, in case they don't think about things in the same way that I think about them, as far as categories and topics for playlists. So day 2